Thanks for the follow. Tino Lafayette.
Okay, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Chat want to know, what do you do on your day off?
Relax. Sit out there with that view in the daytime that y'all see. You know, that's me. I'm more of a. As much as I love people around, I do have my times where I just like to go self-reflect. I do a lot of self-reflect because I don't do everything right. And if a person thinks that they do everything right, that's going to be their major downfall, and that's their first mistake. So I don't do everything right. I don't say everything right to myself, to my knowledge. So sometimes I have to self-reflect, even if it's something as small as an argument. I could have had an argument with a person, but because I'm Big Meech, and I might have over-talked them during that argument in that situation, but I could have been wrong. So I self-reflect. That way I can come back to that person as a real man and say, listen, you was right, I was wrong. Now where we go from here?
Rocky 2027. With the history of Vlad, would you ever do an interview?
No. I love Vlad as a DJ, and I used to buy his mixtapes and everything back then, mix CDs, whatever you want to call them. But an interview on Vlad, no, because that's just not the type of platform that I need to be on or see myself on. Nothing against Vlad. I just don't see myself on a Vlad interview.
Op 3. One of your favorite hobbies?
Music. Music and cars. It's my favorite hobby.
BB Lewis hit me and said he wants to do a stream at Circle House.
BB?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I do anything for BB.
Yeah.
That's my man. Of course I do a stream at Circle House. Just name the time and place. If that date is filled, then we'll make a date that's not just for Circle House. I love Circle House. I love BB and his whole family. Full Circle. They set it out for me back in the day. And I would love to do one there. That's a nice piece. That's my environment. That's my type of place.
He wants you to make a song.
I don't know about making something.
Yeah, what you telling me?
Come on, BB.
Hey,
Come
good.
on,
I'm
BB.
produce it. We get Brian.
They don't know about the ear, man.
Come on, man. Come on, BB. I can put some people on. Let me do my DJ Khaled thing and put some people on the
They
song.
want you. You
Hey, tell them about the ear. Okay, like you talk about music all night, you feel me?
Right.
But like the show showed a little bit of how Papa was, right? But like
Right.
you got to live with an experience with your father. You feel
Right.
me? People may not know that like he was gifted with an ear.
Yeah, he was good. My dad was more into gospel music. So my dad, we had a studio in the 70s in our house. Even though it was, we lived at the address, it's tore down now. The address was 1231 Levo. And we had a studio in the basement. And my dad had a real good ear for music, but he only listened to gospel music because of the way that he was raised. So now to have a new generation of kids, with me being born in '68, and me liking what they considered as church people as worldly music, and they used to make me cut the radio off, don't play that, you know. And I would love to listen to my radio going to sleep, but I really couldn't sleep because every time my favorite song pop on, I'm up listening to the words, you know what I'm saying? And so Pops rather, knew that I had a real ear for music, just like him. You know what I'm saying? So like I can pick the hits before they come out. You know, long as I'm into, and by him building studios, which one of the studios he built at the time was called the Disc. I think the name changed now. It was on the east side on 9 Mile. And he sent me to recording engineering school, you know, and I just really love music. Music was like, you know, I got a saying, and it's kind of like Jack Spade and I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. Every hero need theme music, and that's me. I need theme music playing while I'm sitting around talking, while I'm driving in the car. I come from the era that you gotta pull up, I feel like I'm in the Lambo or I'm in the Rolls, and I gotta pull up with this playing. I don't care if you hear it or not, this is the feeling I gotta have, excuse me, pulling up to the club. And leaving the club, I gotta put this on. It's like, now I'm with my girl, I gotta play this. You see what I'm saying? Like I have different moods around different people and situations. So I play the music according to, and sometimes I just play how I feel. If I'm on some, I wanna fuck a nigga up and I feel like somebody did me wrong, I'm playing Tupac back in that day, you know. If I feel like mellowing out and I want to hear some R&B that's not too, and I'm speaking about the 80s and 90s, and I want to play some R&B, then I'm going to play some Silk, or I'm going to play some Jodeci, or I'm going to play some Jagged Edge, you know what I'm saying, during that era, you know what I'm saying? Like, I play music according to how I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like one of my favorite R&B artists today is Chris Brown. You know what I'm saying? I love Chris Brown. I never had a chance to meet him, but I love Chris Brown. That's my favorite R&B artist. And he make the type of R&B music that I love, you know what I'm saying? And that I can relate to. You know, it was R. Kelly at one time too, and some of the other groups that I named already, but Chris Brown is my favorite overall.
Chad, I want to know, how do you feel about Playboy Cardi?
What about him? I like some of his music, bro. I don't, you know. I spoke to him a few times on the phone. I haven't met him in person, and him and my son used to hang out at one time. But people understand this. Let me let the chat and everybody else, the world, understand this. These artists, they do entertainment. They make music to not only please themselves, but to please the audience. So their personal life is their personal life. Their personal preference is their personal preference. Like, I don't get caught up or mixed up in that. I know who I am, I know what I am as a man. You see what I'm saying? So like, I can love your music and not like you as a person for certain people. You know what I mean?
Do you have a favorite club song?
My favorite club song? Ooh, man. It depends on my mood. You know, I love some Future. I love the Migos. You know, I love Lil Baby. You know, of course I love Rick Ross. You know, he got some club bangers. You know, I love what Young Miami doing. You know, and glad to see her with a hit, and I'm sure she got more hits. I love Glorilla. You know, I love Yo Gotti, I love Jeezy, of course. Like, I would say probably anything by Jeezy, as well as hearing my name in the Ross song, those are some of my favorites. Walking through the club, you know, for real. And like, cause Jeezy, I mean, the majority of Jeezy life been about himself, me, and BMF. You know, like his greatest hits, I should say. You know what I'm saying? That's why so much of Detroit love Jeezy. And I love and respect Jeezy as the realest in the game because I know where he come from. And he's did nothing but have love and respect for my family and my mom especially. He's came and seen my mom in the hospital with flowers. He sent his security to get my mom to bring her to the concert. My mom, like the oldest one in the concert, you know, on the stage. So it's stuff like that that resonate with me that I will forever have love for. So never forget that you hearing this from me, not from somebody to say what Meech was thinking. You're hearing this from me and out of my mouth.
Chat want to know, how do you want to be remembered?
The best to ever do it, hands down.
Do you have plans to do any bigger interviews?
Of course, that's why I'm only giving you a little bit.
Nas, Najee, gifted 100K.
Najee, you know what it is. I know what it is. Can't wait till I can see you.
Najee, give 100 full cent.
Toxic media, so there you go. Shout out to toxic media.
Najee, shout out Toxic Media. You know, like Najee, you know we got something special. And it's been a long time. Toxic Media, glad to have you aboard.
Chat want to know, how do you get by in lonely times for people who can't find anyone?
How do I get by in lonely times? Tasha, that's how.
The chat wants to know, what kind of watch is that?
This watch was gifted to me by Raffaello. It's an all black diamond watch. And Raffaello was like, you spent so much money with me back in the day that didn't have nothing to do with Jacob and all the other jewelers. Shout out Gary in Detroit. Shout out Wafi in Atlanta. Shout out Allen in the Diamond District. Well, not the Diamond District, but in the Paramount in Atlanta. Shout out to Diamond District, where I bought my $1 million PJ 101, or PSJ, however you want to say it. Shout out them. This watch here was especially made